Back to the thrift. It's been a while. This is the Salvation Army. I really enjoy shopping at the Salvation Army. I like it much more than Goodwill. The prices are reasonable, the staff is nice, and they are pretty stocked. Now this was a few days after Christmas, so the shelves were a bit bare. Everyone is kind of scattering and running towards where they want to go. You have some that go straight for the artwork, some for the electronics, some for the toys. I usually head over to the tchotchke houseware area and take a look. Well, I can tell you what is still in abundance: glassware, clear glassware, no thank you. So as you can see, the shelves are a bit barren, but that is to be expected. But one thing that is also plentiful are coffee mugs. Someone should start a YouTube channel just on coffee mugs. They would have content for years and years and years. A new coffee mug every day. Coffee mugs from places that people traveled, gifted, military. Coffee mugs for every occasion. So yes, I'm just looking at the shelves, seeing if anything catches my eye. This is a typical thrifting day for me. Not sure if this is what your thrift stores look like after the holidays, but this is what it's like here. Pabst Blue Ribbon. I'm sure many of you love to drink that. To the toy section. Toys are still, I mean, it's not super bare, but there's still some left. I found this guy. At first I thought it was Figment from Disney. It reminded me of Figment, but then I'm trying to take a closer look. He doesn't have his Figment shirt on. It's not really Figment's type of head. I don't see any markings, but I believe he was only 99 cents. So I thought, well, let me just take him and we can do some research afterwards, because for 99 cents, can you really go wrong? Dragon Ball Z, if you're having a party. This little guy was a vintage doll washing machine, I believe, and they don't really sell for that much online. I did look. I didn't know if it worked, if all the parts were there, so I just left it. The bags are filled with all sorts of different items, not necessarily just toys. There's crepe paper, we have some dolls, so you do have to take a look. This one had dolls, crepe paper, I believe. Just, you can have a party in a bag, perhaps. So always make sure that you double check the bags when you are at your Salvation Army store to see what they have inside. They even have the kitchen sink. After a quick search, I found out that the dinosaur is actually a Tupper toy. Remember the line of educational toys made by Tupperware? From testing coordination to cute animals with interchangeable body segments. My single yellow dinosaur, in terms of reselling, would be worth more if accompanied by his two other pals, selling anywhere between $10 to $30 for the set. My favorite Tupper toys? Of course, the miniature Tupperware set. Do you remember them? Looking a bit more at the housewares now, we have Disney, of course, but I noticed that, again, someone must have donated their ceramic collection. This was a cute little chalkware bank kitten. $1.99, not bad if you collect them. This guy was so adorable. $7.99, which is not an awful price, but I didn't buy him. I didn't like him. I didn't know what the resale value would be for him. She was so cute. I believe she was she $5.99 or $6.99? $5.99. So it seems that maybe their prices are increasing a little bit on the tchotchkes, but still, for a collector, she's adorable. $6. Add her to your own collection. Witch Hog, I have no idea. Apparently they were cookies. That was only 99 cents. That I left on the shelf. We have the sad ceramics. It might be, the new year might be the year of sad ceramics again, because there were a lot of sad ceramics here. Those flowers always get chipped. But anyway, what is this? Is this Pyrex? Is it Pyrex? Well, it was $13.97 wherever it was. They had it priced at $5.99, and it sure looks like Pyrex, doesn't it? You have some great mixing bowls. I'm assuming perhaps someone donated their mixing bowl collection to have that many. I do not need a mixing bowl. There's even more, and those are priced pretty reasonably. Then that is why I enjoy Salvation Army, because you can find things at reasonable prices, and you can even find a bin of lawn flamingos if you need those. The striped bowl looked like Pyrex because it was inspired by Pyrex. Vintage Charm, inspired by Pyrex, launched in 2015 and had a few different patterns inspired by the classic Pyrex patterns. The red striped bowls, called Vintage Charm Memory Lane, were inspired by the 1964 Terra pattern. The complete set, depending on availability, looks to sell on eBay for around $30 to $50. The t-shirt section, I have to look. It is kind of hard looking at the shirts with one hand. I like to hold my camera with my other hand so I know exactly what I'm filming. That is why I do not wear a chest mount. But I always take a look at the clothes because you never know what you're going to find. There was this great Dolly Parton shirt. Great until I saw that it was one of those half shirts. I wish that that trend would end. I don't want a half shirt. I want a whole shirt. Merry Christmas. Now the Christmas was 50% off, a 99-cent tag on this great homemade vintage stocking. Naturally, you will be coming home with me. There were a lot of stockings. Me may as well stock up for next Christmas. And there were some that reminded me of my childhood growing up, and it was these. You have the glitter names on the top. Everyone in my family had this stocking, and they still have this stocking. Just for fun, I searched antique Christmas stockings on eBay and looked at the highest price solds. S.H. Howe 1800s Christmas stockings. They sure are beautiful and they sure do sell for a lot of money. Perhaps I'll come across one in the new year of thrifting. 2022 was not the best year of thrifting, but it was still a good year that had some fun finds. Here's to 2023 and visiting more thrift shops and exploring what is for sale on the shelves. I hope that the new year holds some thrifting adventures for you with great finds.